What the? Well, that was the last bell. The barrier around the palace should be down now.
Wait, where am I? Shrouded Grotto discovered. I know I'm in the forest, like I know I'm back here, but... yeah, I'm wondering why it put us here. I'm wondering why the portal specifically placed us here, of all places. I'm quickly gonna pop back to Dry Sands Village, though. I got a few things I want to do. I want to do the quest for the church. I want to maybe come back to the forest and try and find the Void Mothers, but... yes, I could rush into the Hollow Palace right now.
I'm glad you're the one who could see me.
Aw, shucks.
Let's get moving.
But at the same time, I got a lot of things that I want to do first.
Do you have a moment? It's rather important.
Yeah, do you need any help with anything special? I butchered that question, but you know what I mean.
Well, yes. But it's more a personal matter. You sure you wouldn't mind? I've been thinking lately.
I'm glad Anshada is in
About the
charge of the
Reach.
church now. She
I've never
always
been
cared
there.
about the villagers more than
Never
the
so much as
Zenkali
seen it
draw.
from afar. I've never left the old lands. But despite all that, I'm still a daughter of the Reach. I still feel a close connection to the tribes of that land. It's a strange feeling, to be homesick for a land you've never seen. But the more I think on it, the more my soul aches. I don't know if I'll ever be able to leave the old lands, but perhaps I can have a piece of the Reach here with me. If you're willing to help.
Okay, what do you need? I'm just imagining that I bring her back a Briarheart.
My ancestors came from a nomadic clan known as the Deathwing Clan. The walls of Understone Keep still bear the markings of the clan's artists. I heard from a trader that an idol crafted by the clan is still there, in the Dwemer Museum, being used as a paperweight.
That does sound like Calselma.
I hate the thought of it sitting there, holding down research notes on mining ledgers. I want to put it in a place of honor. If you return to Skyrim, please recover that idol for me. Help me connect with my ancestors.
Alright, well, you know what? That's now 2 miscellaneous quests, or 2 quests rather, that bring me back to Skyrim, so... alright. I'll go back to Markarth. I'll get those done.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Yeah?
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
This is gonna be unrelated, right? It's gotta be. This can't be related. I don't think it is gonna be related. Oh, wait, it is. I got a letter from Manchetta. Was there supposed to be a courier in the Old Lands? That or they're just expecting me to go back and forth between the Old Lands and Skyrim a little more often. Essentially, it just says that Zenkali Draw left the church, which is really just kind of what we talked to Enchetta about before anyway. It said items added, so there's gonna be another one then. Oh, the Voidsucker clan, maybe? Pardon the interruption. I'm sure your duties to the Kronvanger clan are keeping you quite occupied. But I have information I believe may be of use to you. Have you heard of the Voidsucker clan? Or perhaps their more common name, the Old Blood Vampires. One of my agents is currently present in the Old Lands, and noted your presence. I imagine that, like myself, you've realized that the position of Skyrim's vampires will be jeopardized were these feral Voidsuckers and Drybloods to escape the Old Lands and begin attacking mortals in Skyrim proper. After all, the last thing any vampire wants is for mortals to rally against them. My agent is working to dismantle the Voidsuckers already, but if you consider this matter to be worth your attention, seek out my agent. His name is Capitan Adrescus, and his last report suggested he had made a base of operations in the forest region of the Old Lands. Show him this note, and he will be obligated to assist. Oh, VC! Not for Verified Creator, but instead for Viatrix. I was wondering who that might be from. And here we go, Unusual Blood. Man, I got all the notes right now, didn't I? Okay, I have 2 notes about the same thing, just about? Yeah, okay, so I have 2 notes telling me to go to Capitan. Capitan? One of those.
Need something?
No, I'm all set. Deposit the letter and... Okay, and I don't even need to go back to her to turn it in. Next up, the Markarth Museum.
What do you want?
I'm already allowed in the museum itself, so... I don't know if this will really be an issue. I don't know if this will really be a problem. Aw, man, it's not even here. You drive a hard bargain, Skill. Fine, meet me behind the stables and I'll give you what you're owed. Of course it's not gonna be easy. Of course it's not gonna be super straightforward. I don't know if I have to sneak around for this. I don't think I do. I think I can just, you know, pop up here, or
You need a reliable
where's
horse.
it gonna be? Oh,
That's what we have.
is that a dead body? I think I see a body. I'm just climbing up here a little bit. Don't mind me. Card's note. Don't try to deny it. Heraldi? Heraldi, I saw you taking the money from the Forsworn agent. If you don't want the captain learning you sold that Reachman relic to the Forsworn at Red Eagle Redoubt, I want half of what they paid you. I'm going on a little bit of an expedition here. We're going on a little bit of a wild goose chase right now, aren't I? Oh man, hold on. I mean, I might have more enemies. Enemies might have respawned back at Red Eagle Redoubt.
Please don't kill me.
The Force was just fleeing. Oh, she just ran away, leaving the Briarheart to deal with me. Damn. Okay, wooden idol and... Oh. Wait, who are you guys fighting? Oh, wait, is there a guard here?
All you've got?
Is that a Stormcloak soldier? I don't know what's going on, but wooden idol retrieved. Okay, well, at least now I can go back to the old lands. Oh my god,
I've been
wait a
looking for you.
second.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
I didn't know you could come over here.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I feel like you don't get paid enough for traveling through... What's it called? I'm sorry, I'm gonna forget the name of the cave, but you definitely don't get paid enough to travel from Skyrim, from Tamriel to the Old Lands via Twisted Root Cave. I sure hope someone tells the courier not to drink the old blood while he's here, because that could be a little bit of a problem for him. Letter from Kalish. My dear knight, I have wonderful news. While my reliance on the old blood has not been completely resolved, my mage contact was able to brew up a sufficient replacement for me from a combination of a standard blood potion and some hist sap imported from Blackmarsh. As I now have quite a large supply of this to use, while I wean myself off of the reliance on the hist sap entirely, I feel comfortable venturing out of the forest. Besides, it's rather lonely here. Should you ever desire a traveling companion, please come visit. I would be delighted to accompany you. Yours, Kalish Darkbiter. Yeah, do you know where, this Capitan person is by any chance? Because I just need to find them now, and... well, I'm not entirely sure where exactly to start looking.
It was quite sudden, but I now bear responsibility for the church. I will do my best.
Yeah, I just got your letter about that, by the way. I have your idol.
Thank you, friend. Words cannot express how much this means to me. Perhaps I will never be able to visit my homeland. But with this, I can feel some connection to it. Here, this weapon once served as a symbol for
Ooh.
those who guarded the church. I can think of nobody more fitting to wield it than you.
Yeah, well, now I want to see that. Okay.
Until next time.
Let's take a look. Oh, that is new. Okay, Axe of the Crow Mother. I like you literally have, you know, the little crow bit on the end. It's... oh, I see what it is. It's based on the dragon bone one-handed axe modified, slightly Nif scope-ish, I guess would be the best way to put it. Target takes 10 points of frost damage to health and stamina, undead up to level 13, flee for 30 seconds. Might not be finding too many level 13 enemies at this point, but still, just to add it to my collection. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the abandoned shack and I'm gonna start kind of going around the swamp because I want to find Capitan. Because that's gonna be the quest that ties into A Tale of Blood and Snow, or rather, it's kind of like the bonus quest if you have A Tale of Blood and Snow installed and completed. Oh, I didn't even see that before. Hold on a second. I saw the, like, slight green glow. Another old waystone. Oh, I'm just walking right past these things, but, you know, in my case at least, it's not like I necessarily need them either, because I am just fast traveling. I am just kind of going wherever I want, whenever I want. I almost wish the letter from Beatrix gave more of a hint or an indicator as to where to go for Capitan, for our contact, but still, it'll just give me, you know, something to look for. Another reason to kind of go around and explore the forest. Let me see what this cave is over here, at least. Dark wood burrow discovered. Alright, in we go. Here's the thing, I imagine this is gonna be a little bit like the desert, where I would find some caves, I'd find some mines, I'd find some smaller dungeons that are just kind of, you know, the more generic dungeons. Not filler, but, you know, they work great if you want to do more exploration. They work great if you want to focus a little more on the Radiant quests, but I'm happy to go through them, but I'm also looking for specific quests as well. I'm looking for specific quest givers, for specific NPCs and whatnot, so right now I'm, you know, more interested in that than just another cave, another mine, and so on. I do like that this cave has the kind of like the big roots and everything, the same way that Twisted Root Cave did, so, you know, nice that we're making use of some of those assets. That would be from Saints and Seducers, which, you know, is now bundled in for free with Skyrim as long as you're on an updated build, and, well, no, even before that, you could use the assets. Even before that, you could use any of the items, or rather, the architecture. Okay, the Void Mother! Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was her. I saw her just kind of like waiting there for me, but oh, I don't know if that was intended. In killing her, it said that I got the second and third Void Mother. Don't think that was intended. I'll make sure to report that. New spell though, so, you know, me being me, I forgot to read it before I learned it, but Starquake expert level destruction spell, 50 damage, detonates each dark core within the blast of 50 damage. I can see a lot of these dark core spells. You need to move, Audrey. I can see a lot of these dark core spells being really good for people trying to make maybe some more, maybe not complex builds, but rather for people who are looking to have some more creative builds where they're looking to track stuff like, oh, I'm putting down this many dark cores, having something that then sets them off and everything, so I like that. It's more complex than you'd get from vanilla Skyrim spells, vanilla mage builds, and, you know, I think that adds another level to this. I think it makes these spells a little bit more unique, and for that reason, makes them a little more fun. What I'll do is I will turn this in. Yeah, let me turn it into Glynach. That way I can take a second Radiant from him, come back to the forest, keep exploring. Maybe I can complete the second Radiant for him and then get his special quest.
Something on your mind?
I'm glad he doesn't mind that I just came into his house in the middle of the night and woke him up.
Good. It's good to have someone here who isn't afraid of the woods.
Well, anything else you need done?
There's all sorts of legends about the magic of the Aliens. There might even be something we can use to help fight the monsters. I want you to check the ruins. See if you can find anything that seems useful.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's hope those ruins haven't already been plundered.
Don't you have to worry about that. Those ruins are better defended than most castles.
Oh, okay.
Make sure to stay on your guard.
I don't think I've been to Anglewell yet, so that sounds good.
Safe travels.
Your van braces, not gloves, but, his wrist armor looks new, so...
If you're seeking guidance, the Church of the Old Blood will always provide.
Now I'm just kind of wondering what that is. Fragment of the Stars, recover the treasure of Anglewell. That's the alien ruin I was even thinking of going to next because of the fact that it was by the abandoned shack and everything. Alright, perfect. I did ask about the one Void Mother I killed counting for 2. It has something to do with a change made in patch 2 and the tracking for the Void Mothers, so that's why. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. If I find another Void Mother, so be it. But I'm fine with having that quest completed. Am I gonna have the falling blades? No, no falling blades here. Wow. This is way nicer than dungeon diving in Oblivion. Oh. Oh, and I see the key. Alright, well that's gonna be our way out then. Got it. It's great that we have, the ability to use the alien tile set from the cause, whether you own the cause or not, but man, it does make me wish that you could use the enemies. It makes me wish that you could use like the other assets, because the only thing you're allowed to use from the cause for creations would be specifically the tile set, the architecture, the textures, but you wouldn't be able to use the alien lich, you wouldn't be able to use the alien whites, and the only way that would ever happen is if Bethesda made the cause free for everyone, and I'm not expecting it to happen. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if they want to be really cool, they could do that for the anniversary this year. The way I see it, the cause Goes to the Tribunal released almost 5 years ago for Skyrim's 10th anniversary. For the 15th anniversary, 5 years later, just make them free. Oh, and we got another one of those Void Colossus. Alright.
Mortal fool.
We got a Tomb Guardian. I did see a Cursed Spectre. I see a Shade. Okay, alright. Oh, we got a few people in here. Yeah, switching to Expert difficulty feels pretty good. Like, even at Expert, I'm still not necessarily at risk of being murdered by the rank and file enemies. Some of the mini-bosses, some of the stronger bosses, that's where it becomes a little harder, and that I'm fine with. I haven't even needed to upgrade, my armor, my weapons yet, and I'm still doing fine, and honestly, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm completely okay with where I am in that. Alien Tablet, Alien Reliquary, I'll be taking all of that, and we can go back to Glynach. Oh. Maybe I'm not quite done here yet. It looks like I gotta put something in there. What if this was for his special quest? Or... it's gotta be for something special, right? Like, you don't put a pedestal there unless I am going to slot something in. This might not be the last we see of this place, then. Ancient key... a little bit of gold. I mean, he doesn't need it anymore, so why not?
How can I serve?
Well, the job's done.
You're certainly earning your pay. Keep it up. There's plenty to do.
And that just means now...
It's sweet. The way Anagak and Kelsra care for each other.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure what she was gonna say. I wasn't sure she was gonna talk about Glynach. Do you need help with anything special?
Good timing. With the work you've been doing to push back the monsters, you gave me time to do some investigating as well. I've been trying to figure out how those monsters made it to Twisted Root Cave, and I think I have a lead.
Oh.
I found traces of a collapsed tunnel. I think that's how the monsters got here.
Okay, you know,
I
answering
didn't want
one
to
of the
risk
questions I had
crawling
from
too
earlier.
deep, but I got far enough to notice it was wet. I suspect the other end of that tunnel is underwater. There's a lake in the forest. I bet there's an underwater cave there. I need you to investigate. If you find the monster's lair, destroy them.
Okay, so it's
In the
not
meantime,
related to
I'm going back to
Englewild,
Twisted
then.
Root with a detachment of guards. Need to make sure that the tunnel the monsters used is fully sealed off.
Oh, right, and... Oh, okay, it's a Nordic hammer. I wasn't sure what it was when I first saw it spawn in on him. Okay, and I know exactly where the cave is, or at least, you know, I think I saw that marker on my map too. Yeah, find the flooded cave in the forest. Man, everything's right by the abandoned shack. It's just such a nice little hub to have. And now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense because that's where the old Waystone is too. The cool thing is that I wasn't really sure if we ever would have addressed, you know, the fact that there had been a problem in Twisted Root Cave, which is how I came here in the first place, what led to me coming here to begin with. So that's just, you know, a nice little addition. It also makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, because when you go into Twisted Root Cave for the first time, you're fighting Shades, and Shades are pretty much exclusive to the Haunted Forest. Like, I hadn't necessarily thought about that too much, but now it makes sense that, oh, there's something in the Thirsting Woods that connected or tunneled in specifically to Twisted Root Cave. Oh, and look at this, we're tunneling into some alien ruins too! I'm half expecting to find another Void Mother in here now. Like, I'm half waiting for there to be another Void Mother in this place. See? I suspected that was gonna be a Singing Amber. That's why the most obvious Singing Amber I've seen so far, had I missed it, it would have been a little embarrassing. It's so nice to have these tortured Shades where they're not hostile, where I don't have to worry about them. Like, you go about your day, I'll go about my day. Oh, it almost makes me wish there was a way to free them. It'd be cool if there was a way to kind of help them kind of move on to the next phase. And that is a Void Mother. Look at that. Look at me. I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly where they're going to put these things. And... okay, yeah. I think those were the Dark Hearts that she summoned, so... fortunately, she didn't get a chance to set them off and just murder me with those yet. I'll have to check to see how many gems I have, because I probably have enough to give Audrey, like, another bunch. There we go. Return to Glynach. Tunnel collapsed. Return to Glynach.
Constant vigilance. You hear me?
I hear you. I killed the monsters and collapsed the tunnel.
Good. Good. My men reported similar success on our end. The tunnel in Twisted Root Cave has been buried. Let us hope no other tunnels appear. But for now, this was a success. Traders from Skyrim no longer need fear the monsters. Here.
Ooh.
This blade has served me well in my time as captain of the guard. I hope it serves you just as well.
Void Hollow Nightblade?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look at that real quick, because that sounds pretty cool. Okay, retextured glass sword does additional damage to enemies aligned with the void. Yeah, almost has kind of like a crystalline look to it, like a crystalline appearance. Got it. Now, we've had quite a bit of back and forth so far today, but I'm gonna return again to the forest because now I just really want to find this Capitan guy. I decided to go into Shrouded Grotto, which was the cave that I spawned in front of when going through the teleporter, the portal by Iceblood Academy. And what do I find here but another goddamn Void Mother? I feel like, you know, the second I stopped looking for them, I just found them everywhere. Like, oh my god. I got lucky and was able to, you know, just finish the Radiant that I had pretty quickly. I just got lucky and accounted for 2 of them, and immediately after that, I found 2 more. It's nice because it means that it's not as though there were only 3 in the entire creation. That would have been a little annoying had that been the case, but man, turns out there's just Void Mothers everywhere. Wait.
You'll regret that.
Do you hear that? There's someone here? There's someone in here. Hold on. Am I about to find my friend? Am I about to find Capitan?
Das Yanir.
Oh, wait, what's going on in here? I'm glad I used Aura Whisper, otherwise I might have missed it. Oh my
Hello,
god!
vampire. Please enter.
I did it, I found him! Oh, and I like to think that I would have
What
found
is it?
you even had I not used Aura Whisper, but I'm just gonna let it dissipate. I want to talk to you without the big red glow around you.
What is it?
Who are you?
Capitan Isdrescus, at your service. You may consider me a scholar of vampiric matters. I'm researching the so-called old blood, you see.
Ah. What clan are you from? You don't need to hide it. You work for the sender of this letter, don't you?
Oh, forgive me, friend. I didn't realize we were investigating the same matter.
We serve the same mistress.
Permit me to repeat my introduction, then. Capitan Isdrescus, loyal scout for the Cyrodiil Vampirum Order, at your service.
What is the Vampirum Order's interest in the Old Lands? I'm surprised you'd admit to being part of the Order so easily. Yeah, what's the interest in the Old Lands?
Nothing nefarious, I assure you. We simply seek to ensure that Skyrim's vampire clans are in a stable position. With matters as they are, and I regret that I cannot elaborate further, Tamriel's vampires must be strong. There is no room for interclan wars, nor for rampaging blood fiends attracting the attention of the hunters. My purpose in investigating the local vampires, the Void Suckers, was to ensure that they cannot threaten the stability of Skyrim's clans.
I hope you don't consider the Kronvanger a threat to that stability, then.
Oh, not at all. You represent one of the primary stabilizing factors in Skyrim at present. Threats to you threaten our goals as well.
Oh, shucks.
In fact, your presence here is most welcome. Would you be willing to assist me in completing my mission here? We can ensure that the Voidsuckers will never endanger your position, and give the Vigilants a black eye in the process.
I swear, if he tells me to go to the Voidsucker Elder Cave, I'm just gonna laugh because they're already dead. Beatrix has already used me as a pawn once. I don't appreciate being manipulated. I mean, it's Beatrix, she can manipulate me all day, any day. I'll help with your mission.
Excellent. Just let me know whenever you're ready and we can begin.
Yeah, what do you need help with?
While the Voidsucker vampires shouldn't pose any direct threats to the stability of Skyrim's clans, it's always better to be sure. With their blood running out, the Voidsucker vampires have begun searching for new prey. including venturing into Skyrim. Based on vigilant reports we intercepted, one void sucker already made it into the Reach and attacked several caravans. Thankfully, it was written off as an isolated feral vampire, but the last thing we need is for further attacks to rile up the prey.
Right. You don't want to anger up the blood.
At this juncture, the prudent measure is to simply eliminate the clan. They're too feral to be negotiated with. First, we need to examine their movements.
Yep.
I've noticed many of their hunters seemingly searching the forest of late. We should discover what they're searching for. Ambush their hunters and search their remains for clues.
Okay, so unrelated then. It's not going to be the same as, you know, taking out the elders, which I'm glad
Why
about
would
that.
the Vampirum Order care what's happening in an Oblivion demiplane? There's something he's not telling us.
Well, Audrey, you're right, because it is the Vampirum Order, and yeah, they're always keeping secrets. What are you doing here?
At present, I am conducting a study
I
on
took a
this
peek at
old
Captain's
blood.
notes. He's looking for
In fact, I
information on
recently
something called
completed my alchemical
Varladima,
analysis.
Whatever that means.
Suffice to say, it is not worth our time, or that of any self-respecting vampire.
It's not blood, then is it not blood then?
It could only be considered blood in the metaphorical sense. It's sap. Hist sap. Not pure, of course. There's a great deal of other compounds mixed in, lending it its bloody appearance and taste. In fact, if one were foolish enough to ingest it, it would likely suffice as a makeshift potion of blood. Albeit a highly addictive one.
There's a history here then.
Indeed. Those blood roots we see around this realm are, I believe, the roots of that very hist. Though I doubt the tree is in good health, the composition of its sap makes it clear that it is quite mutated. Of course, I don't know where it is, but I'm sure it's somewhere around this realm. Likely wherever reality is weakest.
Oh.
I've detected the influence of void magic within this sap, so I assume this hist is tightly linked to the void. I'm no scholar of void magic, though. I shouldn't speculate further. I'm simply not qualified. Either way, it's of no relevance to my purposes here. I'm simply here to see if this blood would be useful. And it is not.
Do you need any help with this research?
Most kind of you to offer. However, I've already completed the majority of my research tasks myself. All that remains is some final analysis. I doubt you'd find much of interest in helping me compare the hundreds of results of alchemical reagents on these blood samples.
Not really, no.
Though, if you have the time to spare regardless, perhaps you could help me indulge my personal curiosity about this realm. My mistress has recently taken an interest in Ayleid ruins, you see. Well, one ruin in particular, really. But the ruins here in the Old Lands seem to originate from the same culture as the Ayleids of Varladima. If you'd be willing to indulge my curiosity, I wish to study several of the ruins here in a bit more depth. There are two that interest me at present. Valoria Kemet and Goria Autaraku. Each ruin should have a throne room of sorts. A place where things of importance would be displayed. If you can recover any Ayleid writings stored in those chambers, I would be most eager to study them.
Alright, add that to the list. What is Varladima? You already said how to say it, but, you know, I can never pronounce anything. Why is Beatrix interested in it?
Oh, I do apologize, friend. I'm afraid whatever my mistress is doing in Cyrodiil is beyond my purview. If you continue to draw her interest, I'm sure you'll learn the details in due time.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, we are building up the Darth Vitriol modded universe, the cinematic modded universe, the modded cinematic universe, or whatever the hell we're gonna call it.
Fear the old blood.
The Skyrim modded universe. It was right there, and I got there in the end. Don't worry. I sure hope I left some void suckers left, because the objective is kill void sucker vampires until you find a clue. Yeah, the 2 alien ruins he wants me to go to I haven't discovered yet, so I'm really hoping that I'll find some vampires as I make my way to those. Well, I haven't found any void suckers yet, but we are closing in on the first of the alien ruins I gotta get to, so I don't know if I'll see any in there. I haven't seen any vampires in alien ruins yet, but you know, just keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, this alien ruin has definitely seen better days, and you know, that is a pretty obvious hidden door to me at least, but are you a vampire? No, you're gonna be a shade, aren't you? Are you? Yep, shade. I mean, from behind it can be hard to tell.
I sense a presence.
And that's gonna be another ghost. Knowing my luck, I have probably just killed all the void suckers here. Like, knowing my luck, there's just none left at the moment, and I'll either have to wait for them to respawn or something like that. Because it even said, like, oh, kill void suckers until you find a clue. So it's not that they would spawn a note on an already dead one. It's that now that the quest has started, I will have to kind of, like, fight my way through them until I do find said clue. Just the the green wisp that I see going from here is just super ominous, yeah. This place just steeped in void magic and, okay, yep, there you go. I was like, we're absolutely gonna fight something in here. I was just waiting to see what it was going to be. Not sure what's causing you to be a little less hostile, though. Still beefy. Still tanky. Yeah, I gotta have quite a few void gems at this point. I just want to see. I just want to check to see how many I might have. Okay, so 9 gems right now and 25 void motes. Oh, let me find one more void gem and then I'll give them to you. Well, what do we have here? Ancient ritual site discovered. Whatever I'm gonna need for this, whatever... Oh, it's you. Whatever sets off the ritual circle, whatever I need for it, I definitely don't have yet. I don't even know what it's gonna be yet. So we'll come back to that later. Still no void suckers. I haven't found a single vampire. Oh, God. I really wish I had found him before I had killed all of the elders. I feel like I kind of went a little out of order there. Hey, Audrey, do you think you could just, like, put me on your shoulders? That way I could just kind of grab that ledge right there? Oh. Where's my Indiana Jones whip? I could just, like, you know, throw it up there and just rappel on up, but that's a different game. I do like how the shades are eating. Or maybe not eating, but they're cooking. I imagine they don't need to eat. Oh, God. But they probably just, you know, they cook for the enjoyment of it. They cook not because they need to, but because they're bored. They're staying in these ruins, they got nothing else to do. Yeah, at some point, you know, just make a nice meal for yourself. Treat yourself, you know? Is this gonna be the throne room? This sure looks like we're getting close at least. Yeah, I think we are. I wasn't sure if I should expect another harrowing Night Mother thing. Doesn't look like it. Oh! Oh, and how wrong I am. This one's a little more hostile. This one, Harrowing Reaper, I'll eventually remember the name. This one wants to fight. This one still wants to throw down. Almost. There we go. I assume I'll eventually learn how to summon one of them myself, but that's gonna be a higher level spell. Actually, I know for a fact that there is going to be a spell tome for that, but yeah, that's gonna be much, much higher. I think the alien tablet got flung all the way down here. I think it was up here and it got just knocked all the way down. I'm gonna try to find these vampires before I go back to them, though. Listen, I've got one location left in the woods. It's this cave. There's a ghost. Is that ghost naked? There's a naked ghost. Maybe, just maybe, there's some vampires in here. Howling Gallery. That sounds promising for vampires.
Ah, good. You can see me.
I see a lot of you. What happened to you?
It's a bit of an embarrassing story. Sorry to say.
Oh, then I really want to hear it.
For decades, I've prided myself on my battle prowess. Wiped out whole covens of Hargravens, all on my own. So when I heard tell of a vicious void witch hiding out in this cave, I figured it would make for another fitting trophy.
Ah, just a witch, not a vampire.
Well, as you can see, it didn't go as planned. Void Mother Malfreya's as strong as she is cruel. Killed me before I could land a hit.
Of course, it's another Void
I was
Mother.
all set to go to Sovngarde, but I noticed something horrid. That witch was stealing the clothes of my corpse.
No, who would do such a
Now,
thing?
I don't know if she wants them for some evil ritual, or if she keeps them as trophies. But I can't stand before Shore in my underclothes. If you can help avenge me, and recover my clothes, I'll make sure you are rewarded. Won't be needing my wealth in Sovngarde, after all.
Alright, I can go on in. I'll take care of that. No vampires, but sure. Why not? I do love me a Morrowind Naked Nord callback, though. I loved those quests. I just remember finding them first time, and I remember, you know, the very first time I encountered one of the Naked Nords in Morrowind, I was like, oh, haha, yeah. You know, probably the only instance of this, and then you keep playing Morrowind and you find a second one, a third one. And in Morrowind, most of the time, it's that the Nord was pretty shitty. It's that the Nord kind of sort of deserved to have their clothes stolen from them. Now, because it's a Void Mother, I'm fully expecting that it's not one of those situations where, oh, he deserved to have his clothes stolen. I'm not expecting him to be the bad guy here, you know? But never know. Maybe, just maybe, they are gonna flip it on his head. Maybe I'm finally gonna find a Void Mother who's not a bad person. Oh my god, a vampire! Oh! And, well, I will make sure to mention that their generic lines seem to be missing. It really is the thing of, oh my god, yes, first vampire I killed, and I found it. No more excuses. I can practically taste the blood flowing below Varsal. If you can't find a way into the lower levels, I'll feed on you. Perfect, there you go. What I was gonna say, though, is you would think that all these things would be fixed. There was almost like 6 months of QA done. Okay, I don't get to talk to you. Almost 6 months of QA done for Heart of the Mountain in the end. Both between the internal testing and Bethesda's own QA testing. It really is just a thing of what one person might find, another person doesn't, so on and so forth, and that's really just all it comes down to. I've already talked to Darth Vitriol. I may get roped into doing a little bit of QA when the time comes for his next project because of the fact that just, yeah, I tend to just stumble upon things that somehow everyone else has missed. So she was a little bit of a collector. Because we're finding everything in here. Golden Saint armor, merchant's boots, fine clothes, everything. We found his clothes, but you know what? I want to see, can I give Audrey some nice clothes, maybe? Would she be willing to wear any of these? Can she wear any of these?
This adventuring stuff is fun.
Let's see how you might look in something else.
I guess so.
I don't know if it'll be permanent. I just, I want to see if she can. I don't think she does. Oh, I don't think so. Well, was worth a shot. I feel like it makes sense given that, she has a unique outfit, but
Back to it.
was just a little curious. Can we just talk about how lucky I was that the first vampire I killed, the last vampire left, probably in the entirety of the Old Lands, just so happened to have the note that I needed, and sometimes the stars align. I'm just gonna call it YouTuber luck.
Any luck?
I sure hope I can tell him that she just collected a lot of clothes.
Words cannot express my gratitude, friend. Now I can stand before Shaw's throne with pride. Here, your reward. I hope to see you again in Sovngarde, my friend.
Oh, do you think he's actually there? Oh my god. I mean, I know he said he didn't need a lot of gold, that he didn't need any gold in Sovngarde, but damn. All just because I got your clothes out of a chest.
What is it?
I've recovered the tablets from the Ayleid ruins.
Ah, excellent. I'm rather fluent in Ayleidun, so this should be a decently speedy translation. Bear with me a moment. Interesting. The notes from Goria Ortaraku are written in a rather odd dialect. But the keeper of Valoria Kemet seems to have kept marvelously detailed notes. It appears the various ruins throughout the forest were designed as sites for magical rituals.
I did see a ritual site.
The rituals themselves are rather vague. Mostly religious babbling about hollowing our souls and the like. But this... It seems their hollow princess provided each of her vassals with a large collection of Vala stones for use in their rituals. According to the Valoria Kemet tablet, excess Vala stones were kept in a ruin known as Sunnendheim. Imagine having such a surplus of magical relics that you needed to construct a special site to hold them.
Is that a Legacy of the Dragonborn joke?
I would very much like to learn more about this Sunnendheim. If we assume it is in a place that each of the Ayleid settlements could access... Here, I've marked a spot on your map that seems promising. I suspect you'll find what remains of Sunnendheim in that general area. Do let me know if you find anything there.
Alright. Well, the Voidsuckers are trying to find a way into an Ayleid ruin called Varsal.
Interesting. Perhaps they sense a larger supply of blood below there.
That's exactly what they
Why are
thought.
vampires
Well,
always feuding with
This
each
presents
other?
us an
If they just
opportunity.
teamed up, they'd overwhelm
If we
the
find a
mortals
way in
easily.
first, we can lure the clan's hunters there and ambush them. With the hunters dealt with, we can assault the Voidsuckers' lair with impunity.
Well, what's our next move?
As you said, the Voidsuckers are trying to find the key to the depths of Varsel. If we want to preempt them, we'll need to get that key first. They seem to be searching at random. A more methodical approach will benefit us. From my studies of the ruins here, one in particular seems promising. Vanua Agia. Loosely translated, it means Hall of Secrets. That name certainly implies a place for hiding things, perhaps including that key. I suggest you start your search there. Should you find the key, it will be time to ambush the Voidsuckers. And if not, we'll try a different tack.
Oh, and he just he just jumped out of his seat. All right. You gotta calm down there. Oh, and all just so we could switch seats, too.